Hi there, welcome back to the Kellner Chronicles episode 7. Today we're going to be looking at why I created my channel and why it's like it is now when it should have been something completely different. So if you want to find out, stay tuned and we'll be back shortly. By the way, for those new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. For those that haven't, please subscribe, like, share and comment. I don't mind having some comments. And by the way, remember, any comments that I make or statements that I make online here are of my perspective and doesn't mean it's the same as yours. So please don't be offended and let me know. Okay, see you in a moment. Hi, welcome back. For those of you who are curious as to why my videos are the way they are, I can explain. Originally, before COVID and all the other crap that hit us and all the lockdowns and all the lack of international travel, my channel was supposed to be about my trips, my wife's trips, my family trips to the Philippines. I wanted to bring out the Philippines in my perspective and not as an expat, but as a married to a Filipina, and I wanted to show basically the Philippines from my eyes and from hers, obviously. Originally, we were supposed to do a lot of videos about the places we go to, all the little mystery tours, expeditions and adventures here and there, you know, food markets, soup shopping malls, countryside, hillsides, resorts, you name it. We had a massive plan. Then unfortunately COVID hit. My wife got stuck abroad for 4.5 months dealing with her mother's funeral, and I got stuck here back in Gibraltar. Not that I mind, because I love my country, but at the end of the day, you know, you miss out on your holidays. So I lost a lot of money and I lost a lot of holidays, just like everybody else did, and unfortunately it wasn't a good time for anyone. So I had to change my channel. My wife had advised me, why don't I create a channel with videos that give a better view of the Philippines from a clearer perspective. For someone who actually loves the country, I mean, I absolutely love the country and I love the people. You know, there's good and bad everywhere. But obviously I've seen a lot of vlogs recently which really provoked me to start my channel, from expats and certain tourists, not so much the tourists, but mostly expats and people who are now residing legally and illegally in the Philippines. And I wanted to give a broader perspective because they've got a really negative, a lot of them, not all, have got a very negative perspective of the Philippines. I have a different view. I mean, it's become like a second home to me, and I absolutely love the people. Therefore, I spend my time with them. And this is why I started the channel. I wanted to give a fresher look, a different view. Obviously, from what they call a foreigner's perspective, but obviously, excuse the excuse the logo. I'm not trying to advertise. I wanted to give a different perspective, something that we could all look at. So if you go as a tourist, you have a bit of an insight. And if you end up in the Philippines, you get to see the Philippines for what it really is. And hopefully, you know, I'll have given you a better insight as to what is available to you, how to enjoy yourself, things to watch out for. I mean, just like any country, the Philippines has its flaws. It also has its darker side. But that's every country, not just the Philippines. The problem is, because the Philippines is not one of these big, rich countries, you know, it's taken down a bit. And there was some severe corruption before. And there was a massive litter and waste problem in Manila and things like that. That's all been changing. Especially during the lockdowns, the DPS in Manila have done a lot of work, Department of Public Services, I believe, have done a lot of work to clear things up. And it is looking much better. I mean, I've been watching the videos on YouTube and constantly keeping in touch. But I want to try to give a clearer view of the Filipino people, because you're getting a one-sided view from so-called expats and people that are living there that are from outside of the Philippines. You're not getting a clearer perspective. You're not seeing the people for who they really are, or being explained as to what they do or how they do it. And that's why I'm here. I mean, at some point when things open up, I will endeavor to make my videos the way they're supposed to be, with all the fun, the adventure, the excitement, the exploration. You know, we planned so many things, but unfortunately we got taken down with this COVID. Hopefully that'll change soon, and when it does, I'm hoping to expand on everything that I'm doing, all my videos and vlogs, and hopefully get what I wanted to do achieved. So basically, right now, I'm trying to do information videos or info vids or whatever you want to call them, just to give people who want to travel, viewers who want to travel, or are thinking of planning to travel that way in the near future, when all this crisis is over, maybe then this will give you a bit of an insight and help you along your way, so that you don't fall into any pitfalls and get a bad impression of the Philippines. You know, as they say, a heads up's always helpful. That brings me to my next vlog, hopefully in episode 8, which I'll be dealing with my top 10 favorite foods of the Philippines. And remember, guys, these are my top 10s. That doesn't mean they're the best foods in the Philippines. They are to me, but everybody's got their own favorites. And I'm sure a lot of Filipinos will attack me and say, no, I like this one better. Fine, you do. But these are my top 10s, and we're going to have a look at them. We'll also have a look at a couple of my least favorites, which are fun. So bear with me and keep an eye, because episode 8 will probably be released not long after episode 7. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the episode 8. Like and subscribe if you can. You know, click your notification buttons, and if you want, drop me a comment. Any questions, I'm happy to answer them. If I know the answer, I'll definitely tell you. If not, I'll endeavor to find out. So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.